الله يا الله يا الله الله يا الله يا الله الله يا الله يا الله الله يا الله يا الله
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam. I start with the name of Allah. Praise be to Allah, the Lord of the worlds. I ask Allah to raise the rank of our Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam, his kind al and companions, and to protect his nation from that which he fears for them. Ameen. Thereafter, the author, may Allah have mercy upon him, said, Allah the Exalted created mankind, and He equipped them with the capability of the mind, with which they may know their Creator and be able to discriminate between good, evil, sound, unsound, valid, and invalid matters. With this, Allah sent prophets and messengers as a mercy upon mankind. They were sent to guide the people to the religion of Islam and teach them in what is good and lawful and refrain from what is forbidden and unlawful. All of Allah's prophets came with one message. No one is God except Allah. The first prophet is Prophet Adam alayhi salatu wassalam. The last prophet and messenger is Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam. Before we learn about our final prophet, we need to know his lineage. He is Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam, son of Abdullah, and this is the glorious life of Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam, the final prophet. As Ismail grew, Prophet Ibrahim alayhi salatu wassalam saw in him intelligence and the readiness to obey Allah. Prophet Ibrahim alayhi salatu wassalam was hopeful that he would see plenty of goodness from his son. That is, that Ismail would obey and worship Allah. As a side note, Ismail alayhi salatu wassalam and Ishaq alayhi salatu wassalam, the sons of Prophet Ibrahim alayhi salatu wassalam, were prophets of Allah. They did receive the revelation of prophethood. Inshallah, we'll talk more about that in a later video. Before Ishaq's birth, with Ismail in this good state, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala subjugated Prophet Ibrahim alayhi salatu wassalam to a difficult test. Allah ordered Prophet Ibrahim alayhi salatu wassalam to end the life of his dear son. Ismail was the first son of Prophet Ibrahim alayhi salatu wassalam. He was loved and cherished by his father. Allah subjected Prophet Ibrahim alayhi salatu wassalam to this difficult test to show Prophet Ibrahim alayhi salatu wassalam's quickness to obey Allah. Prophet Ibrahim alayhi salatu wassalam had a dream that he was slaughtering his son. He knew that this was an order from Allah, as the dreams of the prophets are part of revelation. The prophets of Allah receive revelations in more than one way. Sometimes they would receive revelations in their dreams, and they were given the ability to interpret their dreams and the dreams of others. As is the case of Prophet Yusuf alayhi salatu wassalam, Allah gave him the ability to interpret the dreams of others. This is an ability only granted to the prophets, meaning we cannot interpret our dreams or the dreams of others. Without delay, Prophet Ibrahim alayhi salatu wassalam told his son to bring a rope and a knife and to accompany him along a route of Mecca, which is known as the route of Thabir. On their way, Iblis appeared to them, wanting to block Prophet Ibrahim alayhi salatu wassalam from fulfilling the order of Allah. Prophet Ibrahim alayhi salatu wassalam flung pebbles at the evil Iblis. Nowadays, this is the spot where the Muslims throw pebbles during Hajj. The significance contained in this act is if the devil appears to them as he appeared to Prophet Ibrahim alayhi salatu wasalam, they shall degrade, reject, and throw pebbles at him as Prophet Ibrahim alayhi salatu wasalam did. When Iblis gave up on misleading Prophet Ibrahim alayhi salatu wasalam, he appeared to Ismail, who was behind his father, carrying the rope and the knife. He said, "Young man, do you know where your father is taking you?" He said, "To get wood for our family from this route." The devil said to him, "By God, he only wants to slaughter you." Ismail asked, "Why?" Iblis said, "He claims that his Lord ordered him to do that." Ismail said, "Then let him do that which his Lord ordered him to do." When Ismail did not listen to Iblis, the latter went to Ismail's mother and asked her, "Do you know where Ibrahim took Ismail?" She said, "He went to bring us wood." The devil told her, "He only took him there to slaughter him." She said, "No, he is very loving and merciful to his son, that he would never slaughter him." Iblis said, "He claims God ordered him to do that." She said, "If this was the order of Allah, then we submit to the order of Allah." So Iblis going from Prophet Ibrahim alayhi salatu wasalam, then to Ismail, and then his mother Hajar, is a form of tahrish, yani fitna, or if you want, tribulation or conflict. He wanted to cause great trouble amongst Prophet Ibrahim alayhi salatu wasalam and his loved ones, to stop him from carrying out the order of Allah. May Allah protect us from the influence of the devils. Ameen. Iblis, the enemy of Allah, left as a loser, failing to achieve anything from Prophet Ibrahim alayhi salatu wasalam, Ismail or Hajar. By the will of Allah, Iblis's words did not persecute them. They unanimously stood obedient to the order of Allah. When Prophet Ibrahim alayhi salatu wasalam was alone with his son on the route of Thabir, he addressed his son by saying, "O son, I have seen in my dream that I am slaughtering you. So what do you have to say?" He said, "O father, do that which you are ordered, and God willing, you will find me patient." Then Ismail said, "O father, if you want to slaughter me, then tie me well, so that my blood will not splatter on you and stain you. The pains of death are intense, and I may shake under its throes. Sharpen your blade, so you are quick to finish me. When you want to slaughter me, do it in a way that you cannot see my face, and that I do not see the blade. If you want to take my clothing back to my mother for her to cherish, then do so." MashaAllah, Ismail alayhi salatu wasalam at his young age demonstrated such high intellect and maturity when faced with hardship. He was to be slaughtered by his father, and rather than questioning his father or panicking, he helped his father carry out the order of Allah. Where others would differ if they were put in the same situation, Ismail alayhi salatu wasalam pushed to fulfill the order of Allah. Brothers and sisters, we should take heed to the example of Ismail and strive to be like him. Nowadays, parents ask us, for example, to bring them a cup of water, and some make it a larger task than it needs to be. We are not allowed to even say "oof" or "ugh" to our parents in a manner that would showcase signs of being bothered. This is a major sin. Take by the example of the Honorable Ismail alayhi salatu wasalam, and always help your parents. May Allah keep us patient with our parents. Ameen. Prophet Ibrahim told him, "You are such a good assistant to me in carrying out the order of Allah." Prophet Ibrahim tied Ismail down and sharpened his blade, as Ismail suggested. Prophet Ibrahim made sure not to look at Ismail's face, and he placed the blade on his throat. At that point, an angel called to Prophet Ibrahim and told him, "O Ibrahim, you have fulfilled the order of Allah." Angel Jibril told him, "Take this sheep and sacrifice it in place of your son." Instead of Ismail, a hefty ram with horns and red wool was slaughtered. So, to clear something up, it is mentioned that in the perverted Torah, it is said that Prophet Ibrahim والسلام, was ordered to slaughter his first son Ishaq. However, according to that same book, they say Ismail was Ibrahim's first son. This is a misconception, as we know that Ismail is the true first son of Prophet Ibrahim والسلام, as was the one to be slaughtered. Remember, it is a blasphemous statement to call Ismail the bastard son of Prophet Ibrahim والسلام. This ram had grazed in paradise for a long time. Moreover, it is said that it was the same ram that Habil, the son of Prophet Adam والسلام, had offered to Allah as a sacrifice. Allah made that ram come down to earth, and Prophet Ibrahim والسلام, slaughtered it in Mina. Insha'Allah, we'll speak more about this tragic story of Qabil and Habil, insha'Allah, another time. This is the reason that Muslims slaughter an animal as a sacrifice at that place during Hajj. The people making Hajj spend their money to buy and slaughter an animal, and the meat is given to the poor people of Mecca. May Allah grant us the ability to perform Hajj one day, insha'Allah, Ameen. The two horns of that ram from paradise hung on the Kaaba for people to see for many hundreds of years. They were still there when Prophet Muhammad ﷺ lived, and they continued to be there until the rulership of Abdullah ibn Zubayr. At that time, the blessed house of God was set ablaze by the unjust. These two horns were destroyed in the dreaded fire. Prophet Ibrahim والسلام, went away from that area of Mecca for a period of time and returned later. This is a good time to mention that Lady Hajar, the mother of Ismail, died before Lady Sarah. She died in the lands of Hijaz, an area where Mecca is. Later, Sarah, the mother of Ishaq, died in the lands of Asham. It was stated that after the death of these two women, Prophet Ibrahim والسلام, married a woman from the people of Canaan, Canaanite, who also bore children from him. The people of Canaan were a group of people who lived in the Levant, or Asham, which is now Palestine, Jordan, Lebanon, and parts of Syria. At that time, the young man Ismail والسلام, was working on his arrows, sharpening them under a large tree. Nearby flowed the spring of Zamzam water. When he saw his father, Ismail stood up to receive him, and they greeted one another in a loving way of a father and son. Prophet Ibrahim والسلام, said, "O Ismail, Allah ordered me to do something." Ismail والسلام, said, "Do what Allah ordered you to do." Prophet Ibrahim والسلام, said, "Would you assist me?" Ismail said, "Yes." Prophet Ibrahim والسلام, said, "Allah ordered me to build a house over there." Prophet Ibrahim والسلام, pointed to where the Kaaba is today. Together, Prophet Ibrahim والسلام, and Ismail laid down the foundations for their house. building the Kaaba. Ismail alayhi salatu wassalam would bring the stones, and Prophet Ibrahim alayhi salatu wassalam would undertake the construction until they finished rebuilding the Kaaba in the same location where Prophet Adam alayhi salatu wassalam had originally built it. وَسُبْحَانَهُ وَتَعَالَى عَلَى مُؤَحْكَمٍ, and Allah knows best. Join us next time for Chapter 1, the ancestry of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam. Barakallahu fikum, wassalamu alaykum.
من أشواك الحال أهل الوفاء لمن وفاء منهم تحيا فاقصد حماهم بين البرايا لهم مزايا بحر العطايا لمن أتاهم ففي الدواعي هم الأجل